For those of us who grew up watching Marcus Welby or even St. Elsewhere, we think we understand medicine as a drama, or even when you read a medical novel, a thriller novel, there's things in there that we think we understand, but most of that stuff is not true. JT Madicus has taken that whole medical drama thing to a whole new level with his new book, Final Diagnosis, No Second Chances. JT, nice to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
So Madicus sounds like a Latin derivative of something very medical.
It is. Well, JT stands for Jason Sang, and Madicus is from Madicus, which is Latin for doctor. Ah. And so you put those two together and you got a decent pen name, I think. What do you think?
It's really a great moniker. So tell me a little bit about, the things that we don't understand that I think reality, getting some real dirt on what the medical profession is really all about and how it works in a drama. Tell me how you kind of evolve your stories.
Well, so I studied medicine, and I didn't finish, but I studied medicine. And as you're studying medicine, you also want to watch medical drama because that's your interest, your passion. Mm-hmm. And as I'm watching these medical dramas, I'm thinking, oh my God, this would not happen. If this did happen, I would be fired or lose my license, or both. So what I did was I incorporated all the real medical stuff, medical drama, medical facts, medical procedures even, to make it more real. And trust me, medicine is already dramatic as it is. You don't really need to make it extra dramatic. And that's what I did. I just combined everything together, threw in some fiction spy scenarios in there, and you have a medical drama thriller.
This is fantastic. And not only are you doing novels, but you're also working on films and some other things. You do a lot of media. And tell me what kind of reception you're getting from all of this.
Well, I to be honest, I never thought I'd be a YouTuber, but I got married, had 2 kids, put my medical career on hold as I'm raising them. They're still under 5. And so what I did was I started teaching medicine because I said, I got to keep my medical knowledge fresh. I mean, you're talking about, let's say 10 disciplines. Each book is 1,000 pages. And you got to keep that knowledge up to date and fresh and still have it in your memory. Otherwise, when I do go back to medical school, I'm going to be in trouble. So I started teaching medicine as a way of keeping my medical knowledge fresh under the alias of Future Doc House, a little nod to House MD. And I was just teaching, not really thinking much about it. And I was teaching infectious disease. And speaking of infectious disease, we have coronavirus going on.
I know.
And I gained in 3 years 8,000 followers, and I was like, "Wow, this is people
are into it. They're into it. Yeah,
people need this." I'm not a boring lecturer, so I keep it short, concise, and to the point. And many people have remarked and said, "Look, your videos saved my grades, saved my medical career," and I was like blown away. And from there, I started creating medical questions for QP.com, and they're boring. A 20-year-old patient comes in, has a urinary infection. What do you do, right? That's boring. Let's make this 20-year-old interesting. Let's make him a spy. Let's make him a criminal. Who knows? Whatever. So that's what I did, and then it just evolved into a novel. And a lot of the personalities are of me, actually. Yeah.
I mean, when you watch these, I mentioned Marcus Welby, which of course was way back in the day, but when you watch these dramas on TV, what goes through your head? You're like, oh, like that would never happen.
Well, two of 3 things. Like, one, it's too dramatic. It's not real, and it's too much. Okay. 2, it's like the medical procedures is so wrong, so off that it kind of turns me off. or 3, it's too predictable. If they're trying to be like a medical mystery or something like that, and you're able to diagnose a patient within the first 5 minutes, you're like, well, it's a bit of a turn off. So knowing what I hated about the medical dramas out there, I wrote and created something that was true, mysterious, and entertaining.
That's fantastic. Exciting. And it's called Final Diagnosis, No Second Chances. That's a pretty ominous title.
It is. It's Final Diagnosis, No Second Chances, and And in the medical realm, you think about it, you have no second chance. You need to diagnose the patient. Otherwise, the patient will be undiagnosed or, worst case scenario, die. So you really, as a practitioner, need to find the cause and find a cure. Or at least, if there is no cure, find a treatment solution to buy the patient more time. And worst case scenario, let the patient pass on as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Well, I look forward to reading it. I didn't have a chance to read it before the interview, but I will, in fact, now. Where can we find this novel, Final Diagnosis, No Second Chances?
Amazon.com. You'll have it on paperback or on Kindle version.
Very cool. JT Madicus, thank you so much. Best of luck to you, and check in with us again to make sure that our diagnosis is okay.
Definitely. Anytime. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you.